Hi, this is Dr. Nirmal Basu. I am here before you to give a presentation. Any human being will be impacted, and I am very sure this will create a lasting impression. And particularly if you are a Christian, Muslim, Hindu, and a Buddhist, and even more particularly if you are from Sri Lanka, your face will wear a smile. You will see the dawn and light at the end of the tunnel. Let me make a presentation. I'll be a little fast because this is only to sensitize you. I'm doing this. If you want to know in detail, there are so many options available, including this one you are seeing. You can always pause and see as a DVD or YouTube picture from internet, or you can download the PPT's website and see it leisurely. So this is about, I told you, it's available in so many formats. Let us see first, this is the main disclosure. We want to call Sri Lanka as the world's biggest and world record genocide industry of killing Christians, Muslims, Hindus, human rights activists, press persons, writers, journalists, foreign aid agencies, officers, workers, political opponents, honest government officers and teachers. You know, the human beings are always good in segregation. We are considered to be expert in waste management. We do segregation as compostable, recyclable waste, but Sri Lankan government perhaps the best in the world in doing segregation. They segregated people in the name of the religion, and you say 8 categories, and they killed, given punishment to them. And I told you, I repeat again, it's the world biggest and world record genocide industry. It's all proved. You are given the proof, and you can make your own research. It's a hell on earth. You can see the man in the hell, what's happening to a person is putting in a drum with full of boiling oil. So that the 36 disclosures, but we wanted to see at least a few of them, if not everything. The main disclosure now you are seeing in English, it will be followed by main disclosure exclusively for Christians, Muslims and Hindus. So this is all the main disclosure. There are also main disclosure of what you call systematic killing of human rights activists, press persons, writers, journalists, foreign aid agencies, officers and workers, political opponents, honest government officers, teachers. And there are some more presentations left to your interest. Myanmar, Sri Lanka, the undercurrent against Muslims and Christians, you must see that. As you know, you have Catholics, Protestants, and you have Sunni Shia. So same in Buddha, they belong to the same denomination of Buddhism and sub-denomination. They have a sister country relationship on many things. But we understood there is a collaboration for eliminating religious minorities both the countries. Ida Hindus are more Hindus than most of the Indian Hindus. Why we say specifically due to two sets of people, the wrong impression has been created about the Sri Lankan Tamil Hindus. For example, those who support them, they are very good, sincere, but they happen to be atheists. They don't believe in God. And they use the platform also anti-Hindu and anti-God speeches. So people have come to understand, believe that Sri Lankan Tamils also are atheists, but we know the best Hindus are the Sri Lankan Ida Hindus. So this one we are proving, we request all the Sri Lankan Ida Hindus, wherever you are, you please send to Government of India the temples you have constructed, the temples, your various religious rituals, please explain, because I have traveled many nations. I have not seen people like you who are so sincere to religion. Now that time has changed, the government ruled, it is very attached to Hindu religion, and Narendra Modi ji is creating ripples and it's appreciated everywhere. And it's time now you come with your original identity. I mean particularly the Hindus, but also Muslim Christians. I see in him, he is after all from the state of Mahatma Gandhi and Vallabhbhai Patel. He will be very fatherly, I assure you. But all of you make an appeal to him, create a record, the temples. Because I know the Jaffna Tamils, whichever town they migrate abroad, first thing they do to get a house, then they start constructing a temple. I feel this is the only section of the Hindu community in the world who exported Hindu religion throughout the world. There are very rough estimation of from 400 to 600 temples are constructed in a matter of exactly 10 years period. I think this government, central government, should not believe others. Okay, other section of people are called opinion makers in India. They are the mouthpieces of the Sri Lankan government. They have been telling a lie continuously and consistently that people all took arms, they were killed. I want to tell you friends, even America, everybody doesn't have a gun. It's all false. People are called to come on a particular place on a particular day. They were all killed. And they are all innocent villagers. Children, Hindu, Muslim, Christian children, women are all killed. You're going to see that. So Tamilism is the only solution. And the land belongs to whom originally? Actually, it belonged to the Tamil Hindus. It's been proved. And the Sinhalese came subsequently. It was admitted by Sinhalese themselves. They came there and Kachativu, the greatest betrayal of the central government to the Indian, Christian, Muslim and Hindu fishermen. They donated a land belonged to Ramanathapuram, belonged to Tamil Nadu without even consulting us. Surrender of statehood of Malayaga Tamilar by Shastri, Prime Minister Shastri, the Tamils who are leaving as state workers for 500 years, they've been made stateless. So the solution today lies with two people, I believe. That's what all our friends believe. Tamil Nadu CM, Honorable CM, Purushottam Amma, and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. The right time has come, the right ideas have come. Now for the people to take the idea to the two people. You just go to these two people and appeal to them. You will have definitely smile on your face. So important message I want to do it at the very beginning, that the moment you see this, you will be agitated against one section of the world population called Sinhala Buddhists. Please don't do that, heaven's sake. Because what you see in Sinhalese, they're the minority, they're the organized minority. But unorganized majority are silent. The organized minority are, if you ask me, Buddhu Bala Sena. I don't call them Buddhist, they're Buddhist. And the Jumbo ministry, government of Rajapaksa and brothers. They say about 62 people. We identified about 12 whom we are showing here. Plus the Gurdas, they only do that. But majority of Sinhala Buddhists are true Buddhists, peace loving. They cry for Tamils. In fact, his predecessor, Rajapaksa brother Chandrika, she told him, my children in London cried seeing the killing field. She questioned him. You are going to see. The second important thing is there are varying figures even in our presentation, because the people give, we don't know but I want to say the people killed, the Tamils who disappeared, particularly after the war, comes to 1,46,679. It's a very official figure, you can take it for granted. I want to say the other way. Conversely, if you look at it, the number of widows admitted by government itself comes to 90,000. So this figure should be right. And GPIN. So we want to tell the people, any person when he sees this, actually you have separate presence for Hindu, Muslim, Christians. I appeal to all of you, because the person who talks to you is a Gandhian. I never believe in non-violence. I believe in non-killing. I don't kill even mosquitoes. You need not be like me. But what I want to tell you, I'm suggesting a leadership style. You please follow it, so that if you get into violence, you'll be caught one day. And why you do that? Don't get into violence. You have no right to kill another person, however bad he is. So the leadership style I'm going to tell you, GPIN, as we call Indian, Maharashtrian, like that. So what is GPIN? I'm going to tell you. The G stands for one person whom the whole world revere him. It's Mahatma Gandhi, one man for who many maximum countries have made statues, for whom maximum countries should stamp in his honor is Mahatma Gandhi. I really am proud that I am born in the country where he was born. Mahatma Gandhi, very great person, because what he did, he wanted to get freedom from the British. They had arms, ammunition, money, but he didn't have all those things. He had Satyagraha. He hurt himself. He went on fast unto death. He hurt himself, which touched the heart of the British one day. They left the country. So Gandhi is a great leader. The message you learn from Gandhi is ahimsa, non-violence. Never get into violence. If you get into violence, you will get killed one day by violence. This is my advice to you. And there's another leader. So when Gandhi got freedom, this another part of the story is, when India got freedom, there are 385 kingdoms and samasthanams. All the kings and samasthanas, he said, we are going to revive our kingdoms and samasthanam. So that means India will have 385 samasthanam and countries. One man, again from Gujarat, Patel, Iron Man, went and said, surrender to India. Gandhi one leadership style, Patel another style. Both style only made India. We appreciate both these people. I'm very proud, these are Gujaratis. I'm very proud the new Prime Minister from Gujarat. Gujarat is the biggest gift to India as Gujaratis. Gujaratis are there everywhere. Gujaratis they do business successfully, ethically. They bring back money to India. And Gandhi and Patel are the great people. And I must say, Patel has been an unsung hero. I'm very happy Narendra Modi ji selected the tallest statue for the tall man, the Iron Man, Patel ji. So here you can say any word, you put GPN, it will solve. It's like a password, 5-letter word. So I told you about GPIN. So whatever is a small problem, the big problem, you say GPIN, you put it next like a degree, and if you put it like that, people ask, what is that? Is it a unit degree? You can say, if you behave well, if you do well, I'm Gandhi. If you don't do well, I'll become Patel. I'll become an Iron Man. People will respect you. So both are good. So Gandhi, the father of India, freedom for a country, he got freedom for India from the British. His kindness like cotton firmness. P. Patel, the Iron Man of India, united about 395 kingdoms and samasthanams, toughness like steel and stiffness, hardiness. So Gandhi was Gandhi, Patel was Patel, but you are both from today, you are both, combination of both. You be kind always, but when you become tough. I want to tell you, there are 1,700 ideas like this. You be with us, you work with us, we'll share all those things. So I want to tell you, Gandhi was never Gandhi, Patel was never, Gandhi was never Patel, Patel was never Gandhi. From today you are a GPIN, you are both. So I told you that you need to be at the two ends, either this end or that end. The lowest end is Gandhi, highest end is Patel. You cannot go beyond Patel. You can't take arms into your hand. That's why we told you GPAN. So Rajapaksa, let us come to a hero of the thing. He's been wearing different masks, but people have somehow failed to notice. If you ask me, in the end I'll tell you, I'm not a very great, I reached the highest level of spiritualism. That's a different matter. But I use some powerful right brain techniques, which I'm going to share at the end. So masks is wearing different masks, but he's going without getting caught. That's a point. So the cat is out of the bag. Whatever you thought, whatever you've been thinking on, what has happened and what's happening in Sri Lanka is totally wrong. I tell it assertively. I want to say the stunning disclosure, but the truth is, you will see that. And before that, Mullai Vaikal, those people who perished there, kids, Hindu, Christian children, all killed. I bow my head. There's a web link. You see that some truthful talk, you will cry. Please see that. I want to say, when I talk about Sri Lanka, I must say about Buddha. I'm very proud. I was born in the nation where Buddha was born. Buddha was born in India, he was born Hindu, but he was the founder of Buddhism. Buddhism, world religion. It's a very senior religion to most of the religions. And the entire Southeast Asia, Far East countries follow him. And he taught love. And he said, holding to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it someone else. You are the one who gets burned. I think maybe Rajapaksa and the Buddhists, Buddha Balasena, did not read Buddhism. I want to say that hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is an eternal rule. Again, Buddha. So let them read this, they will understand. What he says, the sky, there is no distinction of east and west. People create distinctions out of their own minds and then believe them to be true. That's what our, Rajapaksa should have been kind to people. By kindness, we have converted them as Buddhists. He didn't do that. So there are different questions. So here, what we say that it was a titanic religious minorities cleansing of Christianity, Islam and Judaism. It's religious cleansing. That is, you see that religion doesn't exist. Second was religious persecution, butchering of Christians, Muslims, Hindus. The first point, when I say cleansing, removal of religion, this one religious, removing the people, killing of the people, both have happened. I want to say the people, you are not alone. I want to say you will get your freedom, 100% sure. So you will get it a matter of very short period, only if you do your homework well. So I want to tell you, don't worry about 77 million Tamil support, but you will have now, once you see this, you will understand that you will have the 7.7 billion world population support with you. Is it not a great news? But two conditions. You know this. You just participate in this no risk, down to earth, exciting campaign till November 2014. Don't sharpen your knife, but sharpen your brain. In Tamil, Katti Yaram Theta Kodad, Butti Matime Theta Vendu. So great news, Sri Lankan Tamils. You are not alone. The world will back you, as it is not. You are the lone victim. So the report we are submitting, United Hearts is an organization itself. You will know more about it when you go and see Hindu, Muslim, Christian about United Hearts. And United Hearts has been made because nations have boundaries, hearts have no boundary. The report we have submitted. So the point is, I told you it's not just ethnic cleansing, it's religious minorities cleansing. The proof is that the very same people affected Hindus holding a placard here, holding a massive protest. Muslims are telling, they say that it's the Sri Lankan government enemy of Islam and Muslims, they say that. Here Christians, which Christians? Singular Christians, they say don't kill Christians. They say that on 30th June 2004, this year, the human, their faces, they're singular Christians. All the papers are published. I don't know how the many national leaders have missed it. It has, Gulf News, Headlines Today, Time, Baptist, BBC, all very reliable press. But you have missed it. All of you have missed it. I blame all of you. But I didn't miss it because this gift is there. The gift is there. The gift has come. BBC World News say 25th March 2013, top level support for attack on Muslims and Christians. Come on, my dear Christian Muslim nations. Did you not listen to this news? After listening to the news, you have supported Sri Lanka militarily and financially. It is elaborately. Gotabaya Rajapaksa is the Defense Secretary of Mahinda Rajapaksa. On 25th March 2013, it has become clear that the BBS has top-level support. It is the monks who protects our country, religion, and race. Gotabaya said in a speech, no one should doubt this clergy. We are here to give you encouragement. I tell you that Defense Minister, who has a notorious record of killing innocent people, when he said this became a command, the Buddhist monks every day they go in the morning, and they go and attack a church or a mosque, my dear friends. The Christian and Muslims are crying. They don't know what to do. Time, largest sold weekly. It's in the face of Buddhist terror. It's famous for its pacifism and tolerance. But in several of Asia's Buddhist majority nations, monks are inciting bigotry and violence mostly against these Muslims. So very clear, Time magazine. Do you know this magazine? It's a truth. But what happened? This was banned in Myanmar and Sri Lanka. But I want to tell you, I'm also a lawyer. I want to tell you, I'm backed by lakhs and lakhs of youth. I want to tell you, all this, we've been preparing this in silence. We have been doing this. They'll all come out now. They'll all support you. The point is that, very important that in the law, when you say IPC 307, read it 311. You have to read two law together, then only get the meaning. Similarly, whenever you think of anything in Sri Lanka, talk about, you also read Myanmar. They both are same. They belong to same subsect, same denomination of Buddhism, everything same. So you must see there's a very common pattern between them. You must understand. If you understand that, you have the answer, because the worst genocide of Muslims occurred only in Myanmar. So here, this Buddhist monks are carrying a placard, Time magazine, banning it, but they don't know. It's come through internet to everybody, through Facebook. Let us appreciate the Muslims, Sri Lankan Muslims. They displayed a very big banner in London. Attention, President Rajapaksa, we need justice for brutally attacked mosques, churches and temples by Buddha Balasana. I say, Salam Alaikum, Muslim brothers, sisters, Salam Alaikum. And I say, Allahu Akbar, you are great. You didn't only say about mosques, you are so generous. You have put the Buddhist monks. No one looks like a Buddha saint. So I told you, internally, it's attacking Christianity, Islam and Hinduism and religious persecution. Externally, it's a kind of a very love relationship, hate relationship. So it's a divide and manipulate. They are friendly with all the nations of Hindus and Muslims, Christians, United Arts. It's part of Jivan Shastra, how a human being can live as human being. It's being given the Sri Lankan issue research via internet Google search, followed by wonder, internet mind Google search, which you will learn later, the brains of various characters and role players to find what are inside their minds by 70 years old, 7 Sons Master Dr. Nirmal Basu, officially called by several thousands of youth of various faiths, races, colors, languages and castes as Papa or Appa. So this is Mind Google, originally called Mind Genie, now we call it Mind Google. It's very powerful, you learn it. We'll teach you, but provided you do your homework, you must get Tamil before November. I'll tell you November, you understand why. How the wearing different masks to different nations was is possible for him. It's a paradox, Rajapaksa. You look at these diagrams, the one on the, you can see the one there, you can see this one, you can see this. You are able to figure out something. It's called paradox. This paradox. Here you can see a sign. What is it to understand? No stopping, you should not stop. It says the end. Whether you stop or end, same thing is Rajapaksa. I got a lot of pictures, but want of time, I'm not showing that. So what Rajapaksa, dual character, a split personality. Here you see, he's very egoistic with the local people. He's very arrogant. And with other nations, you look at this man with wearing different masks. So this is he kills Christians, Muslims, Hindus and demolishes churches, mosques, Hindu temples locally, but bow before Christian, Muslim nations get arms money from them. Now I am asking those countries to wake up. I am telling the Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Sri Lanka, wake up, tell the nations, the nations which is ruled by Christian, Muslim, Hindus, to stop them. So here I want to tell you that its internal public relations is he gets money and weapon are used for killing their own religious minorities. How is this possible? Double game, Rajapaksa. I want to tell you how he killed people. I want you to kindly see, if a Christian see a Christian separate presentation, Muslim, Hindu, you must see that. Because this one is a general presentation, you must see it differently. Chemical cluster bombing has been done against their own tax-paying innocent people. They've been asked to come to a place and they're bombarded. They were told they will be rehabilitated, they'll be given houses. They are all killed. And I tell you, no country has used chemical cluster bomb against their own people. Hindu, Muslim, Christians were killed. It's not an empty claim, but it's told by UN finds. So UN report found out. Report dated 26 April 2002. It says in Sri Lanka Guardian was published. Sri Lanka army used cluster phosphorus bombs on civilians where Hindus, Christians lived who were victims. So, the body all will get burnt. They'll burn. It's very torturous death. You should not give it to your worst enemies. This is all I don't want to show. Just pass on. They're all burned by phosphorus bombs. And there are 2,80,600 Muslims population, 8% of the Sri Lankan population. They should understand something very clear. It is very, very impossible. Can you live in North Pole and South Pole at the same time? But what he did was, he's getting all support from all Muslim nations, also from Israel nations. It's a universal law. If you get support from Israel, Muslim nations not help. If you get support from Muslim Israel, but how is he managing that? The question I want to ask you now. The point is UNHCR resolution voting pattern. I tell you that once this message spreads out, nobody will support Sri Lanka. I tell you, even the country's support will withdraw because they will understand the fate will be same for them. Which we are, we are going to have a voluntary boycott of Sri Lankan goods. So nobody will support. So after all, the world consists of Hindus, Muslim, Christians majority, and they are the people who buy goods. They'll do voluntary boycott of Sri Lankan goods. You can see this is UNHRC voting. The sad story that the resolution passed. But you see, look at here, the right hand side, Algeria, Republic of Congo, Cuba, Kenya, Russia, Venezuela. Why I put all those nations? These nations supported Sri Lanka in the resolution. But what they don't know perhaps, massacre of Christians in Sri Lanka, Christian schools were reduced to ashes, Christian students were massacred, killing of Christians nearly 28,000 including kids which got accelerated of the war, Christian women were gang raped, Christian families were wiped out, Christian priests and nuns were killed, as many as about 28 Christian nuns and priests were killed, 378 churches were demolished, there were more than 3,000 sacrilegious desecrations of Christian divine statues of Lord Jesus and Mother Mary, blessed sacraments, tabernacles, including the altars, house churches banned, singular Christians got killed and singular churches vandalized. And this again, sad story. Muslim countries, Maldives, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates. I want to tell Pakistan, please know it. The maximum Muslims are from Arab, which means United Arab Emirates. These Muslims called Moors. Next comes Pakistan Muslims. The people who are arrested are Pakistani Muslims. Then only third comes Malaysia, then comes Indian Muslims. So what happened? Muslims were killed. The genocide relationship between Myanmar against Christian Muslims. Please Google for it. And we are not showing the pictures here. It will be horrifying. 33 mosques were vandalized. 3 ancient shrines were reduced to rubbles. Muslims during prayers attacked. Graffiti on walls showing pigs as halal. Massive campaigns like halal, mocking and banning parda, burqa, calling parda, burqa clad Muslim men as Goni Billah, which means scary person, devil in a sack. Arresting Muslims protested against demolition of mosques under prevention of terrorist act. Muslim and writer also under PTA. There were several sacrileges and desecrations of Muslim divine flags and Holy Quran. You must see the video how they split and burn Quran, how they make mockery on Quran. Permission for construction of new mosques are not given. So Muslims, come on, it's a wake-up call for you. India is a secular country. You can see on the right-hand side, we're given what happened to Christians. We are not repeating here what happened to Muslims. So Indians, what I told earlier, it applies to India. But let us go to the Hindus, because India has majority Hindus. In Sri Lanka, Hindu schools were reduced to ashes. Hindu students were massacred. Killing of Hindus nearly 1,20,000. I told you, I've detected the Christians. The latest information, including the kids, 90% of them were massacred after the war. In the Hindus minorities cleansing up, Hindu women are gang raped, Hindu families are wiped out, Hindu Brahmin priests, their family members are killed. A Brahmin priest tried to prevent destruction of a Lord Ganesh idol. He was killed. And then 1070 Hindu temples are demolished. Hindu's most sacred Kadirkaman temple was taken away by Buddhists. The lakhs of sacrifices, the secrets of Hindu divine god idols. Hindu temples are converted as Buddhist temples. Come on. Now, thank God, I think a government which believes in Hinduism has come. At this time, I wish to tell, I'm 70 years old. I dedicate my life. I resigned my bank job. You can Google for my name, know about all my contribution. I founded Exnora, and we are the pioneer in waste management. We coined zero waste and all. I want to appeal to Narendra Modi ji. Whatever I say, you don't need to take it, but you investigate yourself. Kindly do that. Appoint a team meeting to investigate about Sri Lankan, the Tamil Hindus, the truth, what is that you should know. Unfortunately, they got a bad name because the people who support them in Tamil Nadu, they don't believe in God, they don't believe in Hinduism. And many of them consider Hinduism came them to enslave them. And so they don't want to support making a mention of the attack on Hinduism and Hindus. They don't do that. And the people, their opinion makers, who have been engaged by the Sri Lankan Rajapakse, you know the name, and they have been carrying a malicious propaganda, lie that people, all extremists, were killed. Kindly, you are so, the point is, we have the highest respect for IIM Ahmedabad. We feel you are better than IIM Ahmedabad, in the sense, the kind of management into the parliament is unparalleled in the world history. So you have your own way of investigation. These people are telling a lie. The lie they tell repeatedly is that extremists took guns. I'm not going to the point of extremists, but the people killed were all kids. Into temple priests, temples. So you must see that. And one more thing I want to tell you, because I know you are basically a staunch Hindu, but I want to tell you, if at all somebody should be appreciated for taking Hinduism throughout the world, they are the Jaffna Tamils. Before that, I want to say, Kumbakonam is very famous because it has got 188 temples. Next comes Kanjipuram with 78 temples. Do you know Jaffna has 148 temples? And Jaffna rule is every street should have a temple. Not only Jaffna, all the areas where the Tamil live, their temple. I want to tell you, you see whether Gujarat is there. Whatever institution they start, we have a big list of institutions which you will see it. All the institutions will have Hindu name. Any college, Hindu college, Hindu will be there. So they are basically, fundamentally they are Hindu, whether people here like it or not, they are Hindus. Number one. Number two, they follow strict rules. They keep it so clean, tidy, the temple. You can't wear with a dress. They have all the religious rituals. Some of the Tamil Hindus committed suicide because the temples were taken, converted to Buddhist temples. Behind the tree, the ficus tree, you put a temple. They're all been removed, and Buddha statue, Vinayaka temple, been removed. Everywhere it's been happening. But one thing, this Jaffna Hindus, I told you there are more Hindus than most of the Indian Hindus. I want to tell you, you'll be very proud to know they made Hindu religion global religion. Global religion. They have taken, I understand, somewhere about 500 temples were constructed. The figures are varying. We are collecting information. 500 Hindu temples, very beautiful, magnificent temples are constructed throughout the world by the Sri Lankan Hindus. And people said, the moment we go to any place, we find a house and then a job, then we construct temple. And I want to tell you, the refugees were rehabilitating in Chennai. So we construct toilets. One lady said, why don't you give us a Lord Ganesh temple? We are finding difficult with the temple. So this is I'm conveying you directly this message. Please kindly take care.